What's up, everybody? Welcome to I Speak Organized. Today's video is all about decluttering and organizing motivation for your closet. This video is part of my Decluttering to Move series. My family is getting ready to move in just 3 short months. So if you haven't watched the first video, that was decluttering and organizing motivation for your bathroom. I will link that down in the description. You can go check it out. Today we're working on my girls' closet, which also unfortunately serves as a big catch-all for a lot of different stuff. I don't really know what I'm gonna find in there. I try to keep it functional, but it just continues to accumulate a lot of random crap. So we're gonna tackle that today. If you need some decluttering and organizing motivation, if you wanna get up and organize and declutter with me, I am here for it, and we're gonna do this together. So I encourage you to stick around and let's get into it. What's up, Speaker fam? Welcome back. If you're new to my channel, my name is Melanie Summers. I'm your professional organizer, decluttering expert, and productivity-based life coach. I like to speak organized to give you the tools to conquer your clutter, live life with more purpose, and learn all about the business of tidying. Do me a favor, however you're here today, look at the screen of your device and tap that little subscribe button. It's a great way to stay up to date on all the fun stuff that I have on this channel, and I would be honored to have you as a member of the Speaker fam. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and tap that little notification bell so you're notified whenever I post new videos about decluttering or organizing or starting your very own business in the dream industry of professional organizing. I'm your go-to gal for all that stuff, and I want to make sure that you don't miss out. Okay, fam, I'm going to take you with me into the closet space so you can see what we're working with. The sound might get a little funky as I turn the microphone away and back and whatever. The lighting might be a little funny as well, so sorry in advance. Okay, so it's not the most terrible space you've ever seen, but it's full of all kinds of random stuff. I don't even know what to say. I'm not really sure what I'm gonna find as I go through this. And real talk, friends, just for a second, this is quite honestly the very last thing that I want to be doing today. I have been decluttering and organizing for clients all day. I have to pick my kids up in about an hour and a half, but we're getting ready to move, and I know that if I don't put this time in for my future self, I'm really going to regret it. And I'm also trying to remember my own advice. I always use this great quote: if you really want to do something, you will find a way. If you don't, you'll find an excuse. So I'm just trying to invest in my future self. Moving is going to be stressful either way, so we're just going to dive in and get this project done. My space is relatively functional, but it's not super pretty and organized, so I'm guessing it's not going to take me all that long. So we're just going to dive in, go through some of my kids' clothes, see what other crap is in here that I could probably let go of. I have a lot of backstock organizing product from client sessions that we didn't use that I may or may not hold on to. I should probably get rid of it, but I am an organizing bin hoarder. Maybe you are too. I don't know. We can be friends. So anyway, that's what we're looking at. So yeah, let's go ahead and dive in and just do as much as we can in the next hour and a half. All right, my first step for any organizing project is to set the mood, and we're gonna put on either a podcast or some fun music, something that's going to energize me and keep my brain engaged while I'm doing some of these more mundane, not so fun tasks of pulling things out of the closet. Before we actually start pulling stuff out and decluttering, make sure to set up boxes, bags, and bins so you have a place to put things that are gonna go somewhere else in the house. Laundry baskets work really well for that. Make sure that you have bags for recycling if you come across packaging that you can open up and break down to save a little bit of space. And then also make sure that you have trash bags on hand. You always come across trash, whether you realize it or not. You may find something that's broken, damaged, just needs to get out of your space. And then of course, boxes for things that you're gonna donate to people who could actually be using them right now. So we're gonna go ahead and get started with all that stuff. I encourage you at this point in time to get up and start doing this with me. So as you're tackling your own clutter, you're pulling things out one at a time, and you're just going to be putting like with like and creating categories. So in my case, I've got some organizing product backstock that I am putting together. I'm trying to thin that collection out, make decisions about if I really want to keep odds and ends or if I want to have matching sets of things. I've chosen to be a little bit more ruthless since we're moving and not hold on to the just in case items because I don't know what my new space is going to require. So in those cases, I know myself well enough to know that I like to have things matching and start fresh with a more uniform look. So I'm only keeping full sets of organizing products and things like that. Setting those things aside, letting go of the rest, going through my kids' clothes in the closet as well, making sure I'm getting rid of anything, donating those sizes that are too small, tackling my kids' shoes as well, getting rid of some more memorabilia type of stuff, all the baby stuff. I'm trying to limit the items that I keep for their baby boxes. I also have a little stash of crafts and toys for them in the closet that are kind of more for special occasions or for travel. There are a couple of travel mats that hook onto their car seats, and the girls weren't a huge fan of those the last time we tried to use them, but we have a road trip coming up this weekend, so I'm going to give them one more try and see if the girls like to use them for writing and drawing and eating in the back seat. If not, probably ditch those and donate them after this trip this weekend. All right, fam, we are in this. You are on a roll. Maybe you're decluttering along with me. So this is a perfect opportunity for me to get you up to speed on a few special offers. It's one thing to set New Year's resolutions and goals, but it's an entirely other thing to have a thoughtful plan that's going to support you in actually achieving those goals. I've made the planning part super easy with this year's purpose calendar. My purpose calendar has 12 monthly challenges to live the life you deserve. Every month has a theme and there's a list of ideas you can challenge yourself to. You get to choose your own adventure. It doesn't matter if you've missed the first months or the first 6 months, it's never too late to jump in and start living each day meaningfully by building your life around actions that feed your soul. Each challenge is designed to help you rediscover your purpose by uncovering your unique gifts. So fam, what are you waiting for? Click the link down in the description to learn more about how you can take control of your life for 2023, because I don't want you to just exist. I want you to truly live and live well. You deserve it. Okay, I'll take you into the chaos in a second. Oop, things are falling over. I found my husband's Masters of the Universe aluminum lunchbox with the little thermos inside. That's so freaking cute. Okay, so some of this stuff that we have in the girls' closet are things that we have been holding on to potentially pass down to them. We have a bunch of books that are not quite age appropriate yet. They're a little bit older for kids who can read. And then stuff like this, I don't know what my husband wants to do with it. So that ended up in the closet. Now, you will notice when you go through this process very often that things get a lot worse before they get better. I say this in all of my podcast episodes about decluttering and a lot of these videos because you'll see, right, like all the chaos, and it just can feel a little overwhelming. Even I feel that way. So, you know, just do the best you can to create the piles of things, and the more you can declutter, the more you can let go of some of those things that you're just kind of holding on to that don't have an intention, a definite future use of some kind. It's going to be better for you in the long run to just get rid of that stuff now, because you can always repurchase certain things in the future, and while that might be minorly annoying, it's better than having a space that is so full of stuff that it is no longer functional. So I'll take in underneath my other camera with the ring light. Oh goodness. Okay, so I'm gonna be tackling this next right here. I just found a little stash of Play-Doh, which my kids are going to be really excited about. I'm going to thin out the blanket collection and see what's going on. I'm going to see what's happening in this hanging shelf situation here. I really don't know. Gone through one top shelf. I also have a hanging shelf system here, a little narrow guy. There's not really anything in it at the moment. So I'm going to kind of figure out what's going on in there. That might be where I stash dance clothes and things like that. So we'll see how we want to systematize that, and then I'll just continue to thin out their clothing, get rid of anything that doesn't fit. So yeah, we're just going to keep going. Keep going. Okay, fam, I'm going to take you through a quick walkthrough and show you what I did. I was able to get this whole closet purged and reorganized in under 2 hours, which I'm pretty stoked about. So you'll see here that I was able to take some inventory and get reacquainted with all of our things. So I have a really good idea of what's in this closet. That alone is worth the price of your time here. So on the left-hand side, I was able to transfer over all of the shoes, the hand-me-down shoes, to my youngest child, and then now I know what I need to be investing in for my oldest child. So she's got a few slots to fill here. I know what I need to go shopping for in the near future. Inside the closet here, we've got their baby boxes up top. We have some blow-up toys in here and some costume stuff, and then some books that we'll get into as the girls get a little bit older. I went through all of their clothing. I don't really go too crazy when it comes to categorizing by color or anything like that. I do try to keep the sizes together and the types of clothing together so that one is for one child and one is for the other. And I like to keep coordinating hangers just because it has a nice clean visual look. And then this shoe organizer is just serving as a little bit of extra storage for my kids' after school activities, and there's room to grow here, which is really, really important. That's a tip that I like to share with my clients as well, is don't feel obligated to fill up every single nook and cranny just because you have it. It's nice to have empty space to fill as needed, and that way when you bring home new items, they'll have an immediate home. So that is a nice stress-free tip. And I have purple hangers in here to differentiate between nice church clothes and then just regular everyday stuff. And then we got blankets and some extra holiday clothes that come out every once in a while, some diapers and pull-ups. We've got diaper genie liners for days. This drawer is pretty much empty, and I'm totally cool to keep it that way, to fill as needed. We got wipes down here. Very exciting. Over here, I cleaned this space up a lot. Now we just have their backpacks. We have some special craft supplies that we can pull out, you know, as a reward or whatever. We got extra hangers over here. This is now for their current bedding. I have 2 extra full bed sets right here for each kid. I've got extra sheets and pillowcases in case there are accidents in the middle of the night, extra blankets here in case people get cold. So that's all really easy to grab when I need it. And then down below, these are all the totes that I use to store clothing that my kids are going to grow into. A couple of them are empty and serving as storage for other things, but the ones towards the top tend to be for the clothing that I'm going to reach for to rotate in new sizes as they grow. This right here is my absolute favorite bedding storage bag. I think I have like 5 king-size blankets and 2 or 3 pillows inside that bag. It's amazing. I'll link to it down below because it fits a lot. And then everything else is kind of just memorabilia stuff, that extra organizing product that I want to hold on to. And yeah, that's pretty much it. She's all ready to go. All right, guys, that's going to wrap it up for today's video. We just decluttered and organized my kids' closet and little storage area. I hope you got some value out of today's video. I hope you were able to get some cleaning and decluttering motivation to tackle your own closet project. And I want to leave you with just a little bit of extra motivation as you go through this process. You may feel really overwhelmed and your closet might be a lot more cluttered than this one, and that's totally okay. The most important thing is that you just get started, and within 2 hours I was able to finish this project because this is something that I do on a very frequent basis. I try to go through our spaces like this at least once or twice a year, depending on how cluttered they become. But you can make a ton of progress on a project like this with more clutter in the space, but in 2 hours you can knock through a big chunk of it, and then you just keep setting aside the time when you can, an hour here, a couple hours there, until you get it done. And that is just the secret to it. It doesn't have to all happen at once, especially with closets, because you can kind of close the door on the project in between, so you're not having to deal with the visual overstimulation between sessions of working on that project. So just wanted to leave you with that little tidbit. Hope it all helps. Be sure to head down to the description of the video to check out all the goodies I got down there for you. Lastly, don't forget to join my free Facebook group. It's a great place to mingle with other people who are on decluttering and organizing journeys. There are other professional organizers in there. You can ask questions and get real pro-level answers to those questions and some really solid advice. So I encourage you to join that group. We have a lot of fun in there, and I would be honored to have you on board. And beyond that, I hope you have a fabulous day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.